It's the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube how you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are joined today by our very special guest, Daniel Parker. How's it going, man?
Hey, man. Good to be here.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Hey, Bogdan.
Welcome, Bogdan Digital Art. Hello, hello. Bogdan was here quite early, so I don't know if he's still here.
Yeah,
he was here before the stream even started, actually. 6:20, yeah, just about 35 minutes ago. Pretty dang early.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the channel.
Yes, thank you. I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's been a little bit though.
Yeah,
I want to do well, as you may recall, I like to kind of do a kind of deep dive and go into the background of the creators. Would you mind sharing again your quote-unquote origin story, how you what you were into when you were younger, and whether it be cartoons, toys, movies, whatnot, comics, and what were the major milestones that led to your becoming this incredible crowdfunded creator?
Right. So basically, when I was a kid, I liked a lot of different cartoons and stuff. I loved Batman the Animated Series. I loved X-Men the Animated Series. That was kind of my introduction to superheroes. And then as the years went on, I started getting into a lot of the DC animated stuff, and then started reading a little bit of comic books here and there. Not really. You probably around when I got out of college, which was late 2000s, and then kind of fell out of it, for a little bit, and then of course, just as I was falling out of comic books, that's when comic books started getting woke. But yeah, I'm a big sci-fi guy. I love. I grew up with Star Trek. I grew up with Star Wars. I love the Stargate franchise.
Oh
yeah, and I also a little bit of spy stuff too. I like the James Bond movies. I grew up in the Brosnan era, so that was what I had. But yeah, and I really like also really love sexy comic book ladies, especially when they're wearing really tight clothing. So, yeah.
Nice.
And so then it was about 5. Well, I've been working. This is a series I've been working on for like 11, 12 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's about right around when I got out of college. And at first it was going to be a novel series. And then right around 2019 was when I decided I wanted it to be a comic book series, because I was following Comicsgate and a lot of comic book creators and seeing that they were putting out their own stuff. So I'm like, I can do that. So that's when I started adapting my one story I've been working on as a comic book. But as I was doing that one, I was developing one of the characters, and I really liked her, and I was developing part of her origin story, and I thought, that story is actually really cool, and I wanted to tell that, and that's where Jessica Sawyer came from, and that's where Angel's Awakening came from. So.
Oh wow, cool. Yeah. Going back a little bit, when you were talking about Stargate, what were which of the Stargate series did you enjoy, or did you like them all? There was Stargate SG-1,
Atlantis, and then Universe.
Yeah.
I always really liked Atlantis. I thought that was a really fun show. You get to see a pre Aquaman Jason Momoa on there. But SG1 was a fun show. I liked all of those shows, to be honest. I thought Universe was very underrated. I actually thought that was a good show. I know the tone of the show, and I know the way that the look of it wasn't really popular with a lot of Stargate fans, but I enjoyed that show.
Right.
Yeah.
I was kind of the mind that SG1's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though it had that slow start, but once they stopped taking themselves too seriously and had a little humor here and there,
right? Yeah,
and it became more entertaining. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah. I mean, I thought. Oh God, I lost his name. Richard Dean Anderson. Yeah, I think once they let him kind of do his own thing, that's when it started really getting good.
Yeah. And Samantha Carter was always very Amanda Tapping.
Oh yeah.
Super, super serious.
Yeah.
But then she got a little more relaxed, and I love the fact that she was attractive, but she kicked ass.
Yeah.
Highly intelligent.
Yeah. She was kind of like the Spock of that show. Only more. Obviously, but more kick-ass, obviously.
Yeah. Which I really enjoyed. I mean, she could hold her own with the boys.
Yeah. And I was actually really upset when they when they brought her over to Atlantis, but they only had her on for a year, and then kicked her out. I'm like, why are you doing that for?
I guess that was their way of like passing over the torch, but at the same time, I felt Atlantis needed the extra star power to keep it going. I mean, it was okay. I liked aspects of it. The whole idea of, rediscovering Atlantis, if you will, was intriguing. But I didn't like it as much as SG1, and I had my biases. And then Universe came out, and I thought it was, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I thought it was drifting further and further away from the whole idea of, portals between universes.
Right.
When they went to, running their own starship.
Yeah.
And it seemed like they adapted so quickly to learning how to use the starship, and it just didn't feel right to me.
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed it mainly because I thought the acting on that show was phenomenal. Robert Carlyle was I thought he was really good on that show, playing Dr. Rush. Yeah, and he kind of had that. He was kind of like the android in Alien, where he had ulterior motives, but you really didn't know what he was doing. I like that aspect of the show.
It was kind of a mystery aspect of it.
Yeah.
And when it came to James Bond, you came into. Did you say Timothy Dalton era?
Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
Brosnan, yeah.
After you got into his movies, did you ever take the time to go back to the earlier Bond movies?
Yeah, I've watched some of them. I've watched seen some of the Connery movies, Goldfinger, which I enjoyed. Goldfinger. Actually, I think Goldfinger was really kind of around the time that it started becoming James Bond. The feel of James Bond kind of happened right around Goldfinger. And I also liked the one where he goes to Japan with
which one was that?
Yeah, with Blofeld. You Only Live Twice. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I like that one. There was You Only Live Twice because he dies at the beginning of the movie. And then and I haven't really watched many of the Roger Moore movies. I've only seen I saw A View to a Kill.
Oh yeah,
that one was yeah. Christopher Walken was pretty good, but other than that, it was just, he was starting to show his age at that point, because I think that was his last one. Yeah, but and I have to confess I haven't seen the Timothy Dalton ones, but I've heard that I can't remember which one. I think it was License to Kill. A lot of people said that was a good one. Had more of a darker tone, kind of like what you see with the Daniel Craig ones.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the Daniel Craig ones?
I liked Casino Royale. Quantum of Solace was all right, not great. Yeah. What was the Skyfall? Amazing, loved Skyfall. And Spectre was a step down from Skyfall, but I thought it was still decent. Yeah. I don't know about this new one though. I'm a little worried about it.
Yeah, me too. Based on what I'm hearing so far.
Yeah.
Was it Spectre where the villain was all about digitally trying to rule the world, or was it the one prior?
Well, they were both kind of like that, but Spectre was the one where that was Blofeld. They brought Blofeld back. And that's he was trying to take over the world digitally. Yeah, because they had this whole like spy satellite thing. I think that's what it was. It's been a while since I watched that movie, but yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Yeah, then and Spectre, he was the bad guy was Javier Bardem, and he was like this he was an ex MI6 agent trying to just he was just trying to get revenge on Judi Dench.
Right.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what did you think of, when they started reviving the franchise and making more movies? What do you think of Judi Dench becoming the new M?
I liked her. I thought she was good as M. She's she's an amazing actress, so it's made it a lot easier. I think I liked. I think Ralph Fiennes is good as M, because they brought him in Spectre.
And they also replaced Q, right? Because the original one passed away.
He passed away after The World Is Not Enough. And then, I can't remember the guy who's playing him now. He's this young guy.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he needs more breaking in.
Yeah.
He kind of.
Well, yeah. Well, the problem, of course, now Craig is like in his late 50s, I think. So he's going to be moving on soon.
I heard reports. Well, I mean, I hear stories all the time about how he's not all that thrilled about playing Bond.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of work, I mean, you gotta stay in shape. It's very physical, and I'm sure it's a very exhausting role to play. Kind of like what Hugh Jackman was going through with playing Wolverine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
You mentioned you'd been working on the story for Angel's Awakening for like 12 years.
I've been working on. The next story I've been working on that for about 12 years. So, or the series in general, I've been working on for 12 years. But no, Angel's Awakening. That took me about like 5 months, I think, from start. Yeah, from when I started writing the script, and then getting it edited several times, and then finally finishing the script, and then hiring Bogdan to do the art.
The series was intended to be a novel, is that right?
Yeah. It was.
Angel's Awakening specifically designed with comic books in mind.
Or
was it really still a novel?
Well, Angel's Awakening was just, straight up comic book. Yeah. Okay. I didn't have that intended to be a novel. But the other stories I had, they were going to be novels. And then eventually I just, all right, cool, Bogdan. but yeah, they were going to be, it was going to be a long running novel series, kind of like, something like, pick your sci-fi fantasy series, like, like what's the oh gosh, Dresden Files, something like that. I used to read that. I read those books. I read some of those books. I haven't read all of them, but because there are just tons of them. But the other, just remember another aspect with the spy stuff was I was reading a lot of Vince Flynn's novels. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
It doesn't ring a bell.
He was kind of like a Tom Clancy-esque novelist. He wrote about 12 or 13 books, and he had his protagonist was a guy named Mitch Rapp, and he was a CIA assassin. And one of the things that one of the tributes that I did to him, because he passed away a few years ago, one of the tributes I did to Vince Flynn was I had Jessica be left-handed, because Mitch Rapp in the books, he's left-handed.
Oh, all right, all right. Yeah, that's a cool detail.
Yeah.
And did you, when you made the decision to go from novels to comics, did you find it challenging converting your thought process, your storytelling, converting it from like a longer, more detailed novelization type of script to something that relies heavily on visuals, which is a comic book format?
Yeah, it was challenging because it's condensed. Basically having to take there are a lot of scenes and a lot of details that had to be have to be pulled out or explained some other way in order to just keep the story progressing. That was something that was a challenge I definitely had, was just trying not to get bogged down in too many details, and so I could keep the story moving, as opposed to reading a novel where it's just like just pages and pages of exposition and everything, and you just have to no, you have to pull it back. Yeah.
Remind me again how you connected with Bogdan.
I connected with Bogdan through Micah Curtis, because I was in I still am in Micah Curtis's audience, and he and Bogdan and Micah are going to be working on a comic book later this year. And when I started, looking at Bogdan, I started looking at his artwork, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And I thought he was a really talented artist, and so I, started commissioning him to do some character designs and do some drawings. And then eventually, I started talking to him, and I'm like, well, I've got this comic book. It's I got the script. It's ready to go, and and love for you to do it. And he said, absolutely. And we were off to the races.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you'd already completed the entire script for Angel's Awakening prior to reaching out to Bogdan?
Yeah. That was part of my process, was I wanted to have that done before I found an artist to do it. Yeah.
Do you have, when you write your scripts for comic books, do you make them very detailed? Or is it like a combination of the script or an outline merged with like thumbnail images that you sketch out, showing things like the angle at which you're seeing the character?
So the way I write my scripts is basically, they're pretty detailed. So, I'll write the panel description out, say, okay, this angle, maybe lower angle, higher angle, or from what view, to orientate the camera. And then I'll kind of describe what's happening in the scene as best I can, or as detailed as possible. And then of course down below I'll write out any dialogue that's in there, or put in any sound effects that need to be added. And as far as like the like images go, especially with the characters, I'll have like a character design guide. So I did that with Angel's Awakening, and I've done that with the next book that I've got. and I send that to Bogdan, and then he'll draw up the characters, and then then he's able to put them into the book as they are.
Nice. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Pretty detailed.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, that helps. I mean,
Yeah.
part of it is, being able to visualize what the writer is thinking.
Yeah.
And then the artist in turn takes that and interprets it visually.
Yeah.
To see, and then the two work together to, hash it out, make sure everyone's on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah, Bogdan, I will say Bogdan is very good with that. He's able to read what I've written out and draw it, to the specifications. Yeah, he's an absolute pro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And welcome, Mananui.
Hey, Mananui.
How's it going? Hello. If you haven't already, those in the audience, be sure and back Angels Awakening. It's currently funding. Definitely score yourself a copy if you haven't already.
Yeah.
If you have backed it, please consider backing it again.
Yeah.
Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady.
Yes.
If you don't currently have the means to do so, please consider sharing it all over your social media. Let's get some more eyeballs on this.
Yeah. Yeah. Any little bit helps.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Jessica was
on the roof of the car.
car.
Oh yeah.
Did he basically say Jessica roof car? And that was it?
Yeah. I said she was. Yeah, I wrote out that she was going to be sitting on the roof of the car, but then then Bogdan drew on the just kind of sitting on the side of the car. Although she is kind of on the hood. She is kind of sitting on the hood, but it actually looked a lot better the way Bogdan did it than how I wrote it out. So it all worked out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's check this out. So, sorry, I'm like in the middle. Angels Awakening. Psychic spy Jessica Sawyer embarks on her first mission behind enemy lines. I forget, is Bogdan traditional or digital or both?
He's both.
Nice.
Yeah, he's both. Multi-talented.
I misread.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would be hood of the car, right? Or do you actually want her like looking up at the stars or something?
Yeah. Well, I had it. I had her like sitting on the hood of the car, and she's looking out.
Oh, okay.
But
all right.
But again, like the way Bogdan drew it out, I thought looked a lot better. It's actually in the campaign. If you want, I think it's the next image. If you want to click on it here.
Cool.
It's yeah, that one right there. Yeah, that one.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it looks a lot better like that. Yeah, than how I had it written out. Yeah,
that car kind of reminds me in some ways of the Tim Burton Batmobile.
Oh yeah.
Huge tires and the bullet rocket shaped chassis.
Yeah. Well, the story is set 100 years in the future, so a lot of things have changed, including cars. Oh,
nice. You actually have the picture there. Yep.
Yeah.
So is everything running on hydrogen now, or water?
It is an. There are many different fuel sources. Let me just put it that way.
Cool.
And I love that view right there.
Oh yeah.
I love that view.
That's nice. Yeah. Checking out the view.
Yeah.
Love
that view too. Yeah, that's Sky. She's the water elemental and adversary of Jessica in the story. That's her introduction.
Her name is Sky, but she's the water elemental.
Water elemental,
air elemental.
Yeah. Well, there'll be air elementals later. Yeah.
Yeah. There's that action shot.
Yeah.
Oh, taking him out with the butt of her gun, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Yeah, I love that.
pose.
Yeah, I love that pose. Love that expression. Bogdan draws her so well. It's, I love it. Yeah.
That was a cool shot with the moon.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's very much what the moon actually looks like at night.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Bogdan's attention to detail is, incredible. And back to the cover.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Had you thought about throwing up like a little trailer?
Yeah, I reached out to Red Gaze, and I'm gonna swing back with him in a couple of days to have him do a trailer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I think a lot of people like trailers. I do.
Yeah.
And they're getting so cool and fancy now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Especially when you consider Red Gaze does a whole portion of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
He keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
Let's see. Angel's Awakening, a 32-page graphic plus additional content. Full color, action packed. 100 years in the future, Jessica Sawyer is a spy with the psychic ability of teleportation. On her first mission, she is sent deep into enemy territory to recover a body in cryogenic stasis, which is vital to the security of her homeland. Jessica must call on all her training and abilities to complete her mission, as a powerful water elemental stands in her way.
Yeah.
Written and created by Daniel Parker. Drawn and colored by Bogdan Rustia. Lettered by Eric Weathers. Editing by Danny Lynn McDonald. That's cool that you got an editor.
Yeah. I really I needed it. She because some of the early drafts of the script weren't quite needed a lot of work, and she was very helpful. Yeah.
Did it involve a lot of replacement of certain words or improving on the grammar or correcting a lot of spelling?
Quite a bit. Yeah, some of that. And also just, helping out with the plot of the story and, keeping the details down and, trying to, figure out which parts of the story need to go where, that kind of thing. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Lettered by Eric Weathers. CG letterer.
Oh yeah.
Cover by Carla Tornielli. She did this one right here?
She did down further. Yeah, it's down. It's right there. Yeah, it's still a work in progress. Yeah,
Whip.
Yeah. She when I was on her show last night, she was just like, it's just a sketch. She's like, it's just a sketch. That's not what it's gonna look like. So yeah, that's not what it's gonna look like. It's gonna look a lot cooler than that. Yeah.
Oh wow. I didn't know about her, or maybe I forgot about her involvement on this campaign. That's cool.
Yeah.
And hopefully I don't butcher this. Logo designs by Nod Saibo.
I think it's Nude Cybot.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's how it is. Nod Cybot. Nod Cybot. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Whoops. You jumped.
Yeah.
Book is 100% complete. That includes the artwork and the lettering.
Yeah.
Oh, the lettering's already done too?
Lettering's already done, yeah. Yeah.
Any funding from the campaign goes straight to publishing the book, production of the perks, shipping costs, and the next book in the series.
Yeah.
Well, that answers my other question, because Now you've got a flex goal of 3,000 here.
Yeah.
And so that explains what you're going for with all that.
Yeah.
Okay. You're at 1285 USD for 34 backers. Yeah, 53 days left. So I think it's pretty fair to say you launched your campaign in doing one 60-day funding period, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you already have plans to go in demand?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. The book's gonna go. I mean, as soon as the 60-day, as soon as the funding is over, I mean, I'm gonna be working on production of the book. So.
And you've probably seen this on other campaigns, but what made you decide to go for 60 days of funding versus some of the other methods people use, like the two 30-day funding rounds, or a 30-day round of funding followed by maybe a 15 to 20-day round of funding?
I just thought it would be good to give people time to get the book, because I know the way things are right now. I just wanted to have people have enough time to back the book, and when they can, figure 60 days was a good amount of time, rather than just do it all at once, rather than just kind of like 30 whatever.
All right. Excuse me. So you are moving at a good pace. That's good that the book is complete. So you're just, let me see, that includes artwork. So all the coloring is also done?
Yeah. Bogdan did the coloring too, as well as the illustrations.
Wow, everything is done. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Literally. Okay.
Literally,
all
yes.
Right. Well then, that puts you ahead of the game.
Yeah.
And takes the heavy weight off your shoulders.
Yeah.
That way you can spend all the time promoting and shilling it.
Yes.
Cool. Definitely a good way to go. Oh yeah, this is the full version of the panel.
Yeah.
That we saw a clip of in the preview up at the top.
Yeah.
Now, are these interiors without the lettering, the dialogue, or
right? Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I decided to do it that way because I don't want to. I'm trying to avoid spoilers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
Yeah, then this is the climax of the story with the motorcycle car chase, which Bogdan enjoyed drawing a lot.
I bet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it was his idea to have it be raining. Yeah, I didn't originally have it scripted as being raining, so he thought it would be cool to have it be raining, and I thought, yeah, it is though.
Oh, all right. So she does like a leap, takes out the guy who's riding on a
bike, and
riding on a motorcycle, and then takes his bike.
Yeah.
And then joins in and catches up with the rest of the caravan.
Right.
Ah, I see. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Smile. Smiles, everyone. Smile.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right.
Some more action scenes.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this action. The action scene is so cool.
Oh,
yeah.
He's messed up.
Oh yeah.
Bonus content included with the Angel's Awakening story is essentially a mini art book This will include an in-depth look at the lore of the Angels Awakening universe, from the rise of the warring nation states and races, as well as an exclusive peek at Jessica's gadgets. Illustration by Bogdan Ristea will be included. So when you were putting together, forming, the ideas and this universe of Angels Awakening, did you literally have Bogdan do all the commission work, character design and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. I had him do that before working on the book. Yeah.
And is that what we're seeing in this mini art book?
Yeah, you'll be seeing that in the art book. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, along with some I'm going to call it basically kind of like a codex of the of everything that's happened in the world of Angels Awakening leading up to the story. So basically from like today to 100 years from now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Not too in depth, but just enough to give people a pretty good idea of what's going on.
All right. I was going to say, what? You've got this 300-page art book?
No. 16 pages. Yeah.
16 pages. That's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's more. See concept art for characters. Well,
yeah.
If I had just read it.
Yeah.
For characters, along with brief bios and exclusive look at surprise character. Ooh.
Yes.
Perks, covers. Along with the main cover for Angels Awakening, beautifully drawn by Bogdan. Excuse me. But an alternate virgin cover and a variant cover drawn by the talented Carla Tornielli. Ooh. Of course, if you're having a hard time choosing the cover, you can always get all three.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, please. Yeah, very much manga style.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for with the variant cover was a manga style.
Yeah, that's her wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Pinup poster. Peanut. This sexy peanut poster featuring the beautifully Jessica Sawyer. Oh, maybe that should have been beautifully rendered, or.
Yeah, I'll just say just say beautiful. I'm noticing a lot of typos in this campaign. I should have looked it over again before I launched it.
Had your editor run by it.
yeah, exactly.
Featuring the beautiful Jessica Sawyer, it can be all yours. Drawn by Bogdan. Cool. It looks like watercolors.
Yeah, they do kind of look like that. Let's see.
Original art. For one lucky backer, get yourself drawn in a traditional art piece with Jessica Sawyer done by Bogdan. That's a cool idea. Getting yourself drawn.
Yeah, that
character.
Yeah, that was Bogdan's idea. Yeah, and I liked it a lot. So, yeah.
So is it intended to be like a bust, kind of like two people sitting together, or is it like two full body? Jessica and yourself.
It could be anything. It could be anything that whoever backs that tier, whatever they want, they can, however they want to be drawn in with her, they'll get it. Can be drawn in that way.
Or Jessica smashing your face in.
Yeah. If you want that, you can get that.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah. Stretch goals. At the 5K stretch goal, we're looking at a free digital portrait of Jessica.
Yeah.
So by that, is that meant to be something you could save to your computer desktop, something for your tablet?
Yeah.
Wallpaper, your phone wallpaper?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And then at 10K, we've got signed copies. Every physical backer will receive a copy of Angels Awakening. Right on.
Yeah. Of all the stretch goals, that's the one I really want to get to. because I want to sign. I want everybody to have a signed copy.
Sweet. Yeah, I like signed books, and you know, in the excuse me, in the traditional mainstream comic book industry, I always found it challenging to get signed books. I mean, I wasn't really super into it at the time, but at the same time, it seemed like it was kind of pricey.
Yeah.
And then, you know, half the time with these campaigns, you know, the campaign itself reaches, you know, the stretch goals to get them signed right off the bat. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Signed copies. Every physical backer will receive a copy of Angel's Awakening, signed by Daniel Parker. At the 15K goal, free bookmarks featuring Jessica Sawyer. Sweet.
Yeah.
Do you know any details yet on what kind of bookmarks they are?
I'm leaning towards doing the putting Jessica from the cover on there, but I might do something different. I don't know. Of course, it all depends if we get to that stretch goal. Yeah.
Bogdan says first Jessica designs are completely different from what they are now.
That's true. They are. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm really into things like behind the scenes stuff and concept art and things like that. Like when I was really big into Star Wars, it was really fascinating to me seeing what the early sketches of Chewbacca and Darth Vader and C-3PO were.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Really interesting stuff.
Yeah, they didn't even really look like what they turned out to be in the movie.
Yeah. But at the time, George needed something to visually represent what he had in mind.
Yeah.
So that he could, you know, do a presentation to his backers at the studios to, you know, get the go-ahead to move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, because I was also, when I was asking about the bookmarks, was going, some campaigns, they have like full-length traditional size bookmarks. And then I noticed a lot of them are now doing like shorter ones. So I don't know if the shorter ones are, excuse me, more or less intended to also be useful for smaller books.
Probably, yeah.
And then some campaigns, they're going with literally metal bookmarks.
Yeah, I saw that too. And metal trading cards. Yeah, I've been seeing those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Pretty cool. And let's see. You don't happen to have like a picture preview of the bookmark? Oh yeah, you're still working.
Yeah, I'm still working. Yeah.
Do you know yet if you're going with an image on one side and then like the logo and branding on the other side, or are you going to put your social media contacts there, or are you going to put like some bio information on Jessica?
I haven't decided on that yet. Yeah, I'll have to think about that.
Let's see here. Yeah, 20K bonuses for Bogdan and Eric.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, bonus stretch goals are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I definitely want to, you know, celebrate the talent behind the books.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, 25K, a 2022 wall calendar, really.
Yeah.
The Ladies of Angel's Awakening will be offered as perk and add-on.
Yeah. Yeah. So I remember I kind of had the idea, and then Bogdan shot the idea to me too of just of having Jessica, Sky, and then there's another woman in the story. Her name is Laura Stone, and then having like each one of them. You know, I thought maybe like having one of them for a month of the year, or maybe putting two of them together, or maybe putting all three of them together for certain months or something like that. So wearing different outfits and different, settings and stuff, maybe something to go along with the month,
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. And were you thinking 12-month calendar or 18-month calendar?
It'd be 12. Yeah.
All right. And this is just my personal preference, but if you or when you hit that goal, I think it makes more sense to have the calendar days in boxes so that you can actually have room to write in it.
Right. Yeah.
Versus the calendars where the date, everything's so tiny that it's more or less useless.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand that for the most part, your focus is on the imagery,
Yeah.
visual, but it's nice when calendars are also practical.
Right. Yeah.
Let me see here. That's a wall calendar for 2022. And then at 30K, you'll perform.
Yeah, you saw that last night. Yeah, a little preview of that last night. Yeah,
dance from Rick and Morty on a
Yeah.
live stream. So, have you decided if you're going to go with? Excuse me. So, just a moment.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You're right.
It's like a dry cough, almost like, I don't know if it's pollen or what, but it feels like something's tickling the back.
I get that sometimes too. Hopefully, it's not what.
Yeah, seriously. It seems like some of my colleagues are having something similar too.
Yeah.
Weird. Where was I going with that? Oh, with the dance. So I was catching you on White Cat Comics channel with Carla.
Yeah.
They were talking about in chat that where they suggest you you frequently do this dance on all the streams you go on, and then when you hit that stretch goal, then you go out and literally do that in a public place. So, are you going to go with that? Are you going to update your stretch goal to reflect that, or?
I might have to. Yeah, I mean, whatever it takes. Yeah.
Bogdan's going to sleep.
All right. Good night, Bogdan.
Thanks for hanging with us. Appreciate you. Good job on this project.
Yes.
For those of you who haven't, be sure and back Angel's Awakening. It is funding. Definitely pick up this great book. If you already backed it, consider backing again. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who aren't in the position or have the means to back it at this time, please be sure and share this all over social media so we can get more eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
What made you come up with the rig dance?
The rig dance?
The stretch goal?
Well, I was trying to think of doing well, first of all, it's a simple dance. It's not very hard to do.
All right.
And it's slightly embarrassing because not everybody watches Rick and Morty. So yeah, I didn't want to do the Macarena or anything like that.
Well, had you considered doing like a mesh, like a combination of several dances, like? You do the Rick and Morty, you do the Macarena, you do the what is it called? Flossing.
I can't do flossing. No, I can't do that one. No, I'm not.
You do the Dougie.
No. I have 2 left feet, so no.
Well, at the 27K stretch goal. Daniel Parker takes dance lessons.
Yes.
So that at 30K, he has more rhythm. There we
Yes.
go. So you were going for something that was kind of easy enough to do, but also a little embarrassing.
A little embarrassing, yes.
Alrighty then.
Yes.
So we've got 1285. So you're already 42% funded so far.
Yeah, I'm very happy with how it's been progressing. Yeah, I think in the first 24 hours it was already a third of the way there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to ask, where did you launch? What channel?
I launched on Micah Curtis's channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. So you're off to a pretty darn good start because it was what, just 1 week has passed?
Yeah, it's been a week. Yeah.
And you're almost halfway funded. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, just got to keep up that momentum there.
Exactly.
Let's check out the perks. So, as always, I thoroughly appreciate when creators have a featured perk.
Yeah.
It kind of highlights the, I guess you might describe it as the best bang for your buck. It gives you like a complete experience of the project.
Yeah.
The campaign. Often it's not the cheapest tier, it's not the most expensive tier, but it's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
And it quite often will be like the main book, possibly some swag with it, and maybe a variant cover or some combination therein.
Yeah.
So this one, you've got all three covers.
That's right. Yes. So you get the main cover with the logo, with the logos, and then you can get the Virgin cover or Carless cover, and Carless cover. So all three of those.
All right.
Yeah.
And is the Carla's cover is going to be all in color too, right?
Yes. It will be color. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because hers is a work in progress. She's working on that now.
Yeah.
And then we've got digital only copy.
Right.
That's definitely going to be helpful, especially to those. Well, you got the people who are really into. There are actually people who prefer digital comics.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them, but to each their own. And then you've got like international backers who are trying to avoid the expense of the shipping costs.
Right. Yeah. That's the main reason why I did the offering a digital copy of it. So yes, for our international friends who don't want to pay shipping. Yeah.
Yep. And already there's interest. So.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So you made the right choice.
Yeah.
And then we got the main cover
Yeah.
for 15. That's pretty reasonable. You got the Virgin cover.
Also, yeah.
Meaning no branding, no
trade dress. Yeah.
And so your company is called Centennial Comics?
Centennial, yeah. I'm originally from Colorado.
Uh-huh.
And Colorado is the Centennial State because because the year became a state in 1876, which was of course the centennial of the United States. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the mountain peak, the mountain logo that is Pikes Peak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what a trip.
Yeah.
Did you have your logo person design that, or did you do that?
Yeah, he did that too. Yeah.
All right. So you did that and Angels Awakening's logo?
Yes, did them both at the same time.
Oh, pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you dropping knowledge in history.
Yes.
All right. So that's the Virgin cover.
Yeah.
And then you got the Carla Tonielli cover, which is going to be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, she's a good artist, and there are some times where I'll go to a campaign, and maybe I won't necessarily be excited about the book that the campaign is for.
Yeah.
But then if I notice that Carla's somehow involved, like maybe she's got sketch cards or she's done a variant cover, then she's one of those artists who I'll usually take the plunge and invest in the campaign. Simply because she's involved in the project.
She's an amazing artist and she's an absolute sweetheart. So I'm very happy to have her on.
Absolutely, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Then we've got the pinup poster.
Yeah, and this tier you get the pinup poster and a copy of the book with the main cover.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And is the do you have a bunch of these products available as add-ons as well?
Yes. So all three covers, the pinup, and also digital copy are all available as add-ons. And the digital copy, if you back one of the physical tiers, the digital, and you want a digital copy, that's only going to be $5.
Oh, okay. So you get a little break.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. What are the dimensions of the poster?
11 by 17.
Okay. Do you plan on folding it then?
No, I'm going to do a roll.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to do a roll. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I can do that with a 11 by 17.
Now, if you do a roll, what kind of packaging are you shipping? Are you doing?
Probably be in a tube. Yeah.
Oh, separately from your book?
Yeah. It will more than likely have to be shipped separately. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't want. Yeah, doing a fold up is, I don't know. With the poster is just especially that one. I don't want to do that. So I want it to look pristine, for people so that they can hang it up on their walls or put it in their bedroom.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to posters, let's see, one thing some people have been doing as of late. I forget the exact creator who's been doing it, but he puts it in a sleeve, like a plastic sleeve, the kind that you would put in a top loader. But I think it's a sleeve alone, if I understood correctly.
Yeah. Was it Billy Tucci? Because I just got I got one of the poster things from him the other day for Psy. So, yeah.
Well, I think it was another creator.
Yeah.
But I have gotten stuff from his campaigns before too, Billy TT. But I guess it's in a plastic sleeve, and then you kind of lay it down on the Gemini mailer. Then you put the books on it, and you do a gentle bend over the front of the books. So it's got some protection. It's got the plastic sleeve for further protection.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in a top loader, because if we were in a top loader, I think it would be the top loader is too rigid to bend that much.
Right.
So I think it's just a sleeve that people put the artwork in before they put it in the top loader or something like that.
Yeah. I'm going to be looking into any, whatever, shipping method I can to, get that poster out.
Yeah. Because shipping posters can be challenging in that the cost of shipping in tubes can be kind of up there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can find a good deal on the shipping for them, then awesome. But the other thing to consider is, another way to do it is, put the poster in the sleeve and then roll it up, like the plastic sleeve, and then roll up the plastic sleeve poster insert it inside the tube and then let go so that it expands and takes up the interior of the tube. And then that hopefully will prevent it from shifting side to side.
Yeah.
But there's no guarantee about that. It might still shift around like that.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, I really don't know if that method is preferred or if the other method where you I'm thinking it might be more damaging if you have it rolled up or wrapped in that lightweight plastic, that's like plastic wrap, or rubber banded, smaller than the diameter of the tube.
Yeah.
And then you put it in there, and it shakes back and forth during shipping. I don't know if that will damage it more, the ends of the poster more, or if it'll protect it more because you've got it in a tighter roll, so you've got more overlap, possibly reinforcing it. I don't know.
I'm going to be looking into it. I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make sure that people who buy that poster are going to get it undamaged, and whatever that takes.
Cool. Let me see here.
Yeah, pin up in all three. Yeah.
All right. 3 covers plus the pinup poster. Yeah. Excuse me. Sweet.
Yeah.
And then the pièce de résistance.
Yes.
Original, drawn in art. So one lucky backer of this tier will be drawn into an original art piece with Jessica Sawyer, inked traditionally by Bogdan Rustea. 1 copy of Angel's Awakening is included and will be shipped separately.
Yes.
Is this original art going to be what, 11 by 17?
It'll be on an A3, so I don't know what the dimensions on that.
Man, I really got to put together a chart for myself because I don't remember what the
I don't either
between UK sizing schemes and the US sizing, but that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's good looking artwork.
Yeah,
having the backer plus the main lead.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
Oh yeah. And if anybody out there watching it, if you've got some extra cash and you want to get that, I highly recommend it.
Heck yeah. Especially with people who are getting their stimulus.
Yeah.
Welcome, El Gargo.
Hey, El Gargo.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, so real cool stuff going on here.
Yeah.
And cool work, cool colors.
Yeah.
How many let me see. So Angel's Awakening is a whole universe.
Yeah.
Do you have it mapped out as to like how many stories or how many books it's going to come out to be?
Not quite yet, but I do have at least the next 2 story arcs, I guess you could call them, planned out. And I'm also looking at doing a couple of other solo stories like Angel's Awakening that will kind of be standalone stories.
But from the same universe?
From the same universe, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've got a couple of, I have a couple of ideas for spinoffs that I might want to do in the future, but again, it's It's probably going to be a ways off.
Now, now that you've delved into the comic book realm, are you gonna make the whole universe in comics, or are you still toying with the idea of doing a novelization of it?
It's probably going to stay in comics. Yeah.
All right. Let me see here. 32-page graphic plus additional content. So is this going to be a floppy or a perfect bound?
Since I'm going to be adding in the additional content, it'll be perfect bound. Yeah. Since the book itself will be 48 pages. That's 32 pages for the story, then 16 pages for the additional content.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Do you have mapped out what you're going to do for the cover? Are you going to do any fancy additions like glossy or select UV spotting?
Yeah, I'm probably leaning towards doing glossy. Because I love I've seen some people doing their covers that way, and I really love the look of it. And I think this cover would look great with a glossy finish to it.
All right.
Yeah.
And so I presume since this is your first campaign, you're fulfilling everything yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'll be doing it all myself. Yeah, and hopefully I'll be once the production gets going and everything. It'll probably be around September at the latest when fulfillment will start.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm actually going to be moving in October, and I would love to get this comic book in people's hands before I have to move.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a lot to handle.
Yeah.
Selling a book and dealing with moving.
Yeah, especially since I'm going to be moving to a new state. So.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Without overly doxing, where are you moving to?
I'm looking at Florida.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you going for the weather, or is it like some job opportunity?
No, it's just I've always wanted to live there. So. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've already got your place laid out and everything. You're just
not yet. Yeah, not yet. No, it's still preliminary. I've got to go visit and check it out, see where I want to live.
Yeah. Some people suggest you visit the places you've narrowed it down to, and physically visit for, I don't know, a couple of days to a week.
Yeah.
And experience what it's like during different times of the day,
right.
Morning, noon, and night in the neighborhood, so that you can determine, how much activity is going on, whether there are neighbors who are playing music late into the night, and things like that. Let's see here. El Gargoyle says, I've seen this project. Didn't know whose project it was. Now you know.
Well, now you know. And knowing is half the battle.
Oh, you beat me to it. Damn. Welcome, Mananui. What's with the eggplant? That's his thing.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I've moved around a few times, and I can say it's a pain in the rear.
Yeah.
And if you happen to have some good friends, it's definitely worth asking them for help, and pay them in soda and pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a genuine pain in the rear, so I recommend doing it as little as possible.
Yeah.
Especially if you're kind of like a pack rat, like I kind of am.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah. Excuse me. And now I've gotten back into collecting comics. Like, jeez.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, damn, can't win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, so you're going to fulfill on your own. Are you looking at doing media mail or like U.S. priority or Gemini mailers?
I'm going to be using Gemini mailers. Yeah. Yeah, because they're not very expensive. They're like 50 cents a pop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Cool.
and bagged and boarded. So,
Nice.
yeah.
That's why I like them.
Yeah.
Are you by chance going with the old-fashioned bags where you apply your own Scotch tape, or are you going to go with that newer style where it's got this bead of reusable stickum or whatever it is?
Probably the new ones. Yeah. Those look easier to use.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that those are out now.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks a lot cleaner for display purposes.
Yeah.
But I have noticed that every once in a while, I don't know if it's because of the way I pull them open or what, but sometimes the whole strip of gummy stuff will peel off.
Oh.
Or part of it will.
Yeah.
And then the other half will be intact, so it'll look all messy and ugly.
Yeah.
But when it's done right, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of invisible. You don't see any tape. You don't see adhesive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's got a clean look to it.
Yeah.
Welcome, Good Stuff Comic Skater. Yo, chat. Hail and hail.
Hey, man.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got the universe. It's looking to be a continuing series, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Not restricted by a certain specific number of volumes.
No, it'll end when I feel like it's come to an end.
All right. Sounds pretty cool. Do you have anything else to add? Maybe something I might have missed, forgotten to ask. Anything else you wanted to share about the campaign?
I think you pretty well covered it. Yeah, that was another thing. An oversight on my part. I forgot to put Carla's cover as a add-on, but it's there now. And
Sweet.
Yeah. So, but no, I think we've covered everything. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. Looks good. Looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Which reminds me, I need to back it.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, we're at 1285. That's 42% funded of his $3,000 stretch goal. What the frick is up with my browser?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, there it goes. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 42% funded. We got 53 days left. It'll probably go in demand, but shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Let's get this thing fully funded.
Yes.
ASAP.
Yeah.
Because the sooner you get fully funded, the higher the probability of Indiegogo giving you that extra push of promotion on their page.
Yes.
And supposedly, at least according to Indiegogo, about 40 to 60% of the funding comes from their promotion.
Oh.
I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what they say.
Yeah.
And it's probably in part because of the fact that they have like recommended titles below the campaign.
Right.
And then it goes, here are some other titles you might like, or, following the vein of the stuff you're interested in.
Right.
In your preferences.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sweet. If anyone has not yet, please consider backing this campaign. If you've already backed it, consider backing again. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady. If you don't currently have the means to do so, please consider sharing this all over your social media. Let's get some more eyeballs on this. With that said, I think we shall bring this to a close. I want to thank everyone in chat. You guys are awesome. Thanks to everyone who watches this on replay. And thanks to our very special guest, Daniel Parker. Oh, you know what? Hold on, crap. Too early. I'm going to give you the floor. Will you share with the world how you can be found on social media?
You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Daniel_Parker63. You can also find me on Instagram at dparker6385, although Twitter is probably the best way to find me. And yeah, if you and as like they said, back Angels Awakening today, and if you have backed it already, back it again, and if you can't back it right now, share it with wherever you can on social media. So.
All right, and everyone already knows where to find me. So if you don't yet know, just check out the description of every one of my streams, and you'll see my contact info.
Yes.
Yeah, back Angels Awakening today.
Yeah.
Literally today.
Today. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks to everyone. You have a great night. We'll see you on the next stream. Take it easy now. Bye.
Good night.
Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sameti. The YouTube sensation. WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.